We're taking another look at the 2025 recruiting class, and today we're shining a spotlight on four-star running back prospect Anthony Rogers, who signed with the Ohio State Buckeyes. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we begin, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at the 2025 recruiting class player by player every single day this offseason. You need to know what your new players look like before they hit the field, so when they start making plays, you know a little something about them. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're starting off with this 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you'll get there. He's rated as a 4-star recruit and in both sets and rankings. Top 5 in the class. RB4 in the rankings, RB5 in the composite. Top 100, though, in the composite, 119 overall in the rankings. However, 5'8", 190, that could have changed by now due to that being dated. These are usually older during the recruiting process. But look at this. We got 31 offers. That's a big indicator that the market was hot for him in college football. The college football programs want him. You're looking at Ohio State, Alabama, smaller schools, bigger schools. Everybody all over the board wanted this player to be on their team. That's a good indicator that there's a lot of potential here, and that's what we're seeing with these prospects. Not guarantees, but potential. Played in the Under Armour All-American game compared to Devin Achane. So what do you think about that? I'm thinking speed. I'm thinking he's going to melt your face off with that speed in the open field. He can catch the ball in the backfield. Electric. And what they're saying here, quick twitch slasher that's fearless inside. On the smaller side, Devin Achane, but has exhibited strong contact balance and can power his way through a fair share of tacklers, kind of like Devin Achane. In his first 2 years at prep level, 2,700 yards, 40 touchdowns. Very productive, 9.2 yards per carry. Did well at IMG as well. This guy has the ability to be that home run threat that Ohio State wants. And that's what we're looking at here per the scouting report. Also improving as a blocker, we're seeing that. And very productive on the track. 11.29, 11.34, 11.09, 11.10 here. Not as fast as Devin Achane, but we got some speed. 10.77 right there. We're hitting the 10s as well. Also, you got to see, this is sophomore year. Younger. So, again, we had some years to get faster. On the track and football speed are totally different too, because track speed's got to be trained up a little bit. Remember, we were committed to Alabama. We decommitted and signed with Ohio State. That was a big get for the Buckeyes. Let's take a look at his highlights. Let's see what he's cooking with on the field. Let me know what you think about him in the comments below. We got 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Buckeye fans, we're covering a lot of players. This is our third player in like the last 24 hours we covered. Covered Quincy Porter. We covered a linebacker. Now we're covering him. We'll have some more players coming at you. I got another player coming up later today. He's showing that speed. He's showing that speed already. In the slot. Got separation. Catching the ball downfield. That's what you like to see. I know he's the running back, dude. Good feet. He moves like Achane. I think that's a fair comp. Looks sturdy for the listed size. Like how he's built. Very explosive. Let's pull away, kid. Let's pull away. He's a very explosive playmaker. Following his blocks. Up to the inside. Good read on that first move, actually. Did not take it too far outside. He only had inches. If he brought that out too far, I'm talking about in the beginning, too far out, too far in, it was bad news for him. It was like perfect cut. Good contact balance. Look at him go. His feet's good and he has good balance. He holds it well at contact or being touched up. Good catch the ball downfield. A good receiving threat. There we are. We've been open. Very good receiving threat. You got him and Bo Jackson in this class. We'll be covering Bo Jackson soon. I'm also going to do another video covering like the top 10 running backs per the composite for 24/7 Sports. He's going to be in there. Bo Jackson's going to be in there for sure. That should come out like Saturday or Sunday. Still putting things together to get it ready to shoot. That's going to be very interesting. There he is. We're pulling away. Get it? Ah, I got caught. See how it popped right back up, though? He's got good balance. He should have wrestled. Look at that. Look at that. Very tenacious. I don't think the scouting report mentioned his balance, his footwork, his contact balance, his ability to stay with it. Like I said, he was ferocious up the middle. But honestly, it did not portray the correct portrait. It did not of his running style. Like, that's not what I gathered. I gathered a very fast guy who hammers it up the gut that runs bigger than expected. He runs bigger than expected. Man, that's a very aggressive cut right there. That's solid. Solid, no drift. But the contact balance is something you'd see out of a bigger grinder. And it's not just hammering up the gut. It's taking that hit, spinning off of it, rolling with momentum, keeping your feet. Like, that's totally different. Like, that's a whole different avenue than just pounding it up the gut from what I envisioned. Like, that's not even up the gut even. That's like open field. See? Not going down. Low center of gravity. There. Quick feet. There he is again. More than just a slasher. That's not what that is. Look at that. His feet. His feet sets him apart. His feet sets him apart against all the running backs in this class. He has the best feet in the class among running backs when it comes to holding his balance at contact or making a difficult cut, difficult catch that's low like we saw like 2 plays ago. I don't know who to compare him to feet-wise. I think the Devin Achane comp is okay. I think the feet and lateral movement makes him a little bit different, though, in those regards, now that I look at him. But the feet's what's setting him apart from other running backs. The ability to catch the ball downfield as well. That's going to give the Buckeyes something more dynamic in the passing game. That's going to allow them to be a little bit more creative. He's very explosive. Elite speed isn't really there, but we got speed. We can pull away. I'm not really worried about that. We got the contact balance for his size, and I imagine he's going to add a little bit to that. I imagine well over 200 over the next few years. We'll list at 190. So 10, 15, so 20, so you got a frame that's got some length to it too. You could add a little bit to that, whatever you get off the Buckeye weight room. But the feet, the contact balance, the ability to churn it after you get hit or just in a weird situation where you got to make that cut. That is something that you're not going to see every day. You can probably go through a whole recruiting class and not see feet like that. I'm talking like any year. There's not many running backs that got feet like that. And his ability to break off routes the way he does, and that's accustomed to that footwork. Those feet are nasty. Limited drift on the routes breaking off. You can break them off downfield as well. Like a wide receiver, you can put them in a slot. Curtis Samuel-esque at Ohio State, not like what you're seeing in the pros of how you might see him implemented. You could definitely see that. Different prospects, different athleticism between those two players. But again, running back, getting carries, used as a wide receiver, being moved around. I could see that in the future at Ohio State with how I've seen players like this been used at Ohio State. Historically, different coaches and stuff, different regimes, but still, there's still potential for that happening there. And you got a good prospect. You got another weapon. You can't be upset about that. Tons of upside with this player. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.